Hey there, Justice 3 Gaming. Welcome back to your daily dose of Marvel Strike Force with me, Justice. And today's topic is going to be one-shotting Doom 1 nodes. And we're going to make it through the Mutant series, and hopefully we get to the boss and we can figure out a way to be able to get through there in one big shot. Now, I will say for this node right here, the E7 Nightmare on M Street, it's kind of a weird one. You gotta beat the timer on that one. So I usually go auto, but it's like semi-auto where I pick my targets carefully. But you need those extra 10 to 15 seconds just to be able to get through the node. But these ones I shouldn't have any problems setting myself up for one shot. So right now we're doing G7 Shocking Moments. Let's take a look at our team. Actually, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and look at the enemies real quick. We got Shockers, we got Merc Lieutenant, we got some Pim Tech going in there. I tell you, the most dangerous characters in here so far, especially to this Astonishing X-Men team that I'll be taking in today, is going to be Shocker. That really big, I believe it's the special that can hit for every positive that's out there. Now, they do stack positives quite quickly from the get-go, so making sure she goes down is absolutely essential. Now, I can tell you for a fact from here, I usually start up with Doc Ock. Now, my plan is not to really take him down, but eventually I target Shocker in the rear, and I'll be able to take out a larger group of characters that way. But beyond that, there's absolutely zero difficulty for the Astonishing X-Men to just blow right through this node. This is my current configuration for the Astonishing X-Men. I do post a very good Striker, Skirmisher on both Kitty Pryde and Iceman. Of course, Beast does have Healer because he is the weak spot on the team. It doesn't matter if you're doing PvP or PvE, and he definitely needs to keep that HP up. But with Jubilee here, that's actually pretty easy considering if any of the X-Men HP falls low enough, he's actually going to get speed bar and his turn will come up. So he's going to get some pretty big on-turn healing there, unless he's heal blocked, which is a serious weakness to this team. And Jubilee, of course, I am putting Strike on her just for a little bit of extra damage. Since I both have Skirmisher on Iceman and Kitty Pryde, there should be more than enough vulnerabilities out there for Bishop and Jubilee to take advantage of. Definitely have to get that timer up. Start with Shocker like I was saying before. I'm going to keep going until she pretty much dies. What I'm aiming for here is that speed bar that I'm getting for taking out down characters. I don't want to take Doc Ock down right away, so that's why I'm going to try and target Shocker here in a second, but I don't need Sif taunting anytime soon, so I'll take care of that. This Astonishing X-Men team are really strong, so I wouldn't suspect a lot of characters actually staying up on their feet for too long. Now, I wanted him to summon because summons are very weak, and the Astonishing X-Men are going to take advantage of that by adding more speed bar to every single character on the team. I am going to head for this Merc Lieutenant because I don't need anybody getting those bonuses out. Now, I want to slow down this Pim Tech team here. Catch some speed bar while I'm at it. Take advantage of that AoE, or adjacency, I mean. Now I'm going to stick to basics now because there's absolutely no more threat on the field. and I tend to save Ghost for last, mostly because she has a really high dodge chance and it allows the Astonishing X-Men to get a few more charges in, sometimes. Unlike this one right here, where nobody survives. What up, SJ? I'm doing some one-shots in Doom 1. Get a collection of footage to be able to get out there on the channel, you know what I mean? Alright, so we are now heading into F7, in for a penny. Let's take a look at the enemies right here. The real frustrating part about this entire group right here is Squirrel Girl. One of the things you really want to do is stack out those negative statuses that are out there. Right away, she makes that a very frustrating circumstance, especially with this current group right here. You have two different taunts that you actually have to put up with, starting with Red Guardian and Bishop. Now, there's zero difficulty for the Astonishing X-Men on this one, but messing with that taunt and the fact that Squirrel Girl is going to get out there and erase any kind of negative statuses that are out there can make this node pretty difficult. However, the Astonishing X-Men do have the power and the know-how to clear out a large group of these guys, regardless of the taunt or not. Let's see if we can pull that off today. Now, I will be aiming to hit as many targets as possible in the largest groups, because once those characters go on, you're talking about 25% speed bar here, and that adds up the more characters you can get down to that level. I'm actually going to start with Red Guardian here, because if his taunt goes, now I can get pushed over the Bishop. Nothing I can do about the heals that is coming. Absolutely none. I just gotta let Squirrel Girl go at it and then try to take down as many targets as possible before her next heal becomes available. I am going to target her to try to get as many assists off as possible on her. And there it goes. Yeah. There's just nothing you can do about that. Alright, that's going to get another couple. That's 500. Alright, I am going to start on that piercing damage over there. Now, I am going to work Captain Marvel here because more than likely those guys are going to end up spawning around Red Guardian. Or maybe they won't come at all. Oh, there they go. Alright, so we got that on-spawn taunt on Bishop over there, which is something that I got to contend with. I'm going to get that offense up for Jubilee and Bishop. Now, I want to get rid of this offense up on Blob. That's dangerous. Now, what I do have to do, though, is I got to work this Magneto. Alright, so I am going to try to lay down the Disrupt on both the Taunters here, and hopefully that'll buy me enough time to work Magneto out of the equation. There we go. Let's see what we can do about Blob. And we'll take that Deflect off, and we one-shotted this node with plenty of time left on the clock. And the Astonishing X-Men make it look easy. Alright, so on to E7, Nightmare on M Street. Let's take a look at the enemies real quick, and I'll give a quick overview of what my usual strategy is. Now, Doom right away is the one that I go for. I know he gets, you know, all that energy and that like really big move where he's gonna go in, get tons of Doom bots in, and create that explosion. However, the Astonishing X-Men are very, very hardy, and can survive that, and he is one of those key characters that just needs to go. Now, the reason why I'm aiming for that section is because he's always posted up with Squirrel Girl and Emma Frost. Though what I'm aiming for here is I'm kind of ignoring the offense altogether, because they don't really pose any huge threat to this team. But what does pose a huge threat to this team is the clock. And Emma Stone and Squirrel Girl serve as those mechanics on this node. They need to go in order for this astonishing X-Men to really speed things through and take down this node in one shot. Now, I'll tell you this right now, even at the level that my astonishing X-Men are, if I don't do this right, the clock literally goes down to like the last 10 seconds almost every single time I try doing this. So I got to make my choices very thoughtful and take advantage of any huge situations that I need to take care of, like a current kill, because a kill is 25% speed bar for everybody on the field, and that can lead to many, many, many more attacks, considering that this astonishing X-Men team pump out a lot of assists along with their damage and speed bar return. So we have to go semi-automatic on this one. Alright, I'm going to target Doom, and I'm going to get that train moving. I just got to make sure the target is on the right spot. Everything else is out of my control. Like Squirrel Girl, I got to make sure she gets that heal and removal for their team just gone. See, there's the heal that comes up. Now I gotta deal with the other heal with Dr. Doom, but if I catch a really good string, he'll just die. Right there's a stun right there. He's done. But what I do need to do is make sure Squirrel Girl and Emma Frost need to go. Now I'm choosing Squirrel Girl right now because of the two, she'll go quicker, because when Emma goes diamond, it's hard as hell to get damage on her. Alright, now I will target her because now her diamond skin is off. She'll be easier to take care of. Now this X-Men team will be fast enough. They should be able to take them out quite easily. With that Iceman out there, he takes down the damage of the offensive characters to a baby level. Like they're almost a non-issue. I gotta go for Zemo on this one. Zemo, and believe it or not, Jessica Jones does need to go, but I tried to get Zemo and Taskmaster out first. I've got some blinds out there. There's not much I could do about that. Alright. Oof. That was bad. I really could have used that offense down. But, you know, Jubilee came off the back on that one, so that's good. Alright, I'm definitely going to get Jessica out of the way as soon as possible. Because what I'm looking for are the characters that are really going to kill that clock. The ones that'll waste time. Right now I'm selecting Shatterstar because he's in between the adjacencies. So there's a high oh, you want to know what? I got to get Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's dangerous. Oh, there is Squirrel Girl. Maybe I am going to choose her because I might be able to get a